Welcome back to another Clash Royale video, and today I'm going to be going through the top 5 decks in my opinion to easily get up out of Challenger into Master. While I'll be showing you guys these decks, I will also be playing a game with each deck and showing you guys kind of how to use it, showing that it is valid. First deck is, but before we get into this video, let me just double check. 71% of you are not subscribed. I don't understand why. This is the best channel on YouTube. It's up. You know, it's the best content you'll ever see in history. Now's your chance to subscribe. It's free. You can always change your mind, but you probably won't. So subscribe now. First deck is one of the most powerful decks in the game. It's one of the decks. It is the deck I use right now, and it is the Lumberloon Freeze deck. This deck is so good. Like, it is amazing. I know people in the comments are going to be hitting on this deck, Lumberloon Freeze, easy, toxic, whatever, but it is one of the best decks in the game for a reason. If you can learn how to play it, then you will easily get out of Challenger. Obviously, I do want to make a note that you are going to want to upgrade these decks. You can't go into battles with level 9 cards and expect to get to Master. Obviously, some of these decks, or all of these decks, will take some upgrading to do, but you don't even have to have all of these decks maxed. Like, all the cards don't have to be maxed to get to Master. One thing I do want to say is that none of these decks that I will be showing use a champion. I expect most of the people watching this video to not be level 14. I feel like most level 14s have made it to Master or aren't struggling to get to Master, and I know everyone else does not have champions. And now we're hopping into our first game against Bull. We're going to hit him with a good luck, and he's really going to need it because this deck is absolutely broken. And normally with this deck, you don't want to make the first play. You want to wait for them to make the first play, and it looks like he's going to be playing E-Giant. I assume all of you have had to deal with E-Giants just as much as I have. They are used a lot, I know, in Challenger, so we're going to go ahead and send the E-Dragon down. I want to put the Inferno Dragon, but I know that he's going to have Tornado most likely. If you're not using Tornado with E-Giant, I don't really understand why you're using E-Giant, to be honest. He's going to get a decent amount of chip damage with this Dark Goblin, but we defended pretty well. I think we're up on Elixir. I'm not 100% sure, but we're at 9 Elixir, so even if he has a lot right now, we're going to be able to defend this pretty well. We're going to hit the Bowler on the Ram Rider. I'm really confused about this combination of a deck right now. Yes, that was a -2 trade, but he is going to have to defend the Bowler, so it's alright. The Bowler will hit the tower, I believe, so we'll take that free damage, and we're going to go ahead and let this Fisherman get damage on this tower, kind of let it even out. I think we're going to do a little bit more damage to it and try and get a sneaky hit or two with the Barbarian. And he's going to let it happen. I'm assuming he's going to play E-Giant, so I predict it and put the Balloon other side. I know he has bats, but they're not in cycle. He has Dark Goblin, he misplaced it. We're going to go ahead and let that Dark Goblin connect and see if he has any response to the Balloon, and we're going to finish that off right there. That's a free tower for us. Even if he gets this tower, it's still totally worth it because our tower was really low to begin with. So as you can see, we're going to play the Inferno Dragon here, and it looks like he doesn't have Tornado, and I really messed up that Tornado placement of my own. So he's going to get the tower, but the Inferno Dragon's going to stay alive, and we'll take that 100%. He used 10 Elixir on that push. We used 7 to defend it. Obviously, he did get the tower, but we're going to easily get his tower right here. Not worried whatsoever. Bowler defends Ram Rider every day, and he's going to go ahead and finish that off. That Balloon is absolutely our hero. Balloon is one of the best cards in the game. Obviously, I assume all of you know. I'm going to cycle Inferno Dragon in the back. He plays E-Giant. He doesn't have Tornado, it seems like, which is really confusing to me. And we're just going to go ahead and get a free hit on his tower, maybe? Even with the Dark Goblin, we still get a hit. That's actually super impressive. Inferno Dragon's going to go to work on that E-Giant. Oh my goodness. I mean, this game is pretty much over. Let's just Tornado everything to where our Bowler can hit them all at once. For some reason, one of the Ram Riders just was not affected by the Tornado. We're going to let it connect. I assume he's going to play E-Giant, so what I'm going to do is do the prediction, Lumberloon in the pocket. He doesn't play E-Giant, he's going to put bats, and I've pretty much won this game. Unless I missed the freeze on a couple of those bats there, and that really didn't win me the game yet, so I'm not playing too great this game, but as you can see, this deck is so good that it doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and hit him with the tornado. So the E-Giant will go to the King Tower. He will not kill the King Tower. We've got a bunch of stuff shooting it down. Dark Goblin is sniping, but without a tornado here, there's really no way for him to win this game. He only has bats now to defend the balloon. We're going to freeze, and it was actually Ram Rider. I kind of forgot he had Ram Rider. But we'll take that win against E-Giant, a great way to start off the video, and that is the first deck for you guys. And now for the second deck, it is one of the best decks in the game. I absolutely get destroyed by this deck almost every time, and it is going to be Splash Yard. This deck absolutely annihilates other players. It's so overpowered. Graveyard is way too good. I mean, it's almost guaranteed damage every time. They put anything on the graveyard, you poison it, and it just kills all the defensive troops. You get damage with the graveyard, you get damage with the poison, and the defense is amazing. And we're hopping into a game with the graveyard deck against King Mai. King May, I mean, I'm assuming that's pronounced Mai. I have not used this deck much. I don't have much experience, but with graveyard, I do know it's a win condition you don't really want to play until double elixir. I feel like it's not even it's not an aggressive deck, right? If you're using graveyard, you only need a couple good pushes, sometimes even one push, and you'll win the game. So that's just what I'm relying on. It's just playing good defense the whole game, and then coming in with the graveyard when I need to. And he's put down guards, Mother Witch. What else was that? Goblin Cage. I'm not 100% sure what this deck's gonna be. A little confused. He's got Skeleton King, so I guess it's a Skeleton King deck. He's gonna want to get a lot of skeletons down. He's gonna want to get pigs. That is a terrible ability right there. I mean, I don't think this guy's a very good player, and it shows. That's not how you use the Skeleton King. I hate to break it to this guy. Yeah, we're gonna win this one for sure. I'm not worried whatsoever. That was honestly a bad graveyard for me as well. Definitely way too early to play the graveyard there, but you know, I think I kind of got my genes of my opponent and just lost all my brain cells and just played a graveyard that was terrible to play. But once again, he just throws it away. He's got another Skeleton King down. I really don't know what he's trying to accomplish here. He's got the graveyard in this deck as well. Inferno Dragon, a little confused about this deck, I'm not gonna lie. It's similar to mine, but you know, it's just not as good, and it's going to show. It is definitely gonna show. He puts a really bad Goblin Cage. I don't know why he's put that Goblin Cage there. We might just, let's just poison on all of this. He's gonna use Mother Witch, which is really good against Tombstone, but you know, I'm not too worried. Once again, we've played this pretty well so far, and he's just gonna try and overwhelm us with skeletons, which he uses a bad ability there, and he's used his graveyard too early, which is good for us. We're gonna go ahead and poison on all of this, get a knight down up top, and it looks like we are chilling. I think we're just gonna go with an offensive play here because we kind of need to. We kind of need to go offensive now. We've gone too long without going on the attack. We're going to poison all of that. I don't like that Mother Witch whatsoever, but the skeletons are really gonna hurt him here because it's gonna let the baby dragon do work. He uses that ability way too early. Once again with the king, he doesn't know how to use the king, which is really good for us because if he did, this would be a lot more dangerous of a matchup, right? Because the king's a really good card, and I don't want to have to deal with someone using any champions ever, but especially good Skeleton King deck. They can really bite you. They're really good, and we're just gonna throw that graveyard down once again. Poison on where the Mother Witch is gonna be, and tornado everything together. I accidentally gave King Tower activation, which is not what you want to do with the graveyard deck, but look at those skeletons going in on the tower. Oh my gosh, that was really what we love to see. He goes in with the ability. We're just gonna bar barrel through all of that, and we're just gonna have to defend here. And I was thinking about doing the defensive poison, but it doesn't look like we're going to need to do that. As long as I can get this Tombstone down, don't let him use his ability. Poison there. He used his Mother Witch way too early. We go with the graveyard. We go with the bar barrel. We're going all in right now. We're going to Tornado once again, just try and get any damage we can. He's going in with the Desperation Graveyard, and that's going to be game. That's what you like to see right there, Graveyard v Graveyard. Our deck is going to be the better version, and we're going to take the W once again. Now we're here with the third deck, Lava Loon. It's here. You knew it was coming. It is so overpowered. So many good variants of this deck. This is the one I see the most personally, so I'm going to showcase this one. I know a lot of players in my clan that have been using it to get up to Master recently. Some level 13, some level 12s, getting up to Master, even up to Master 2, using Lava Loon. 3.9 Lava Loon, a really strong deck. I mean, you just can overwhelm your opponent every single time. We're hopping into a match with Lava Loon. I have not played this deck really at all, but I do know that its strongest attribute is by far its offense, not its defense. And yes, I could have stopped that from getting damage, but what I've figured out with this deck is who cares about your towers? You just take their towers. That's kind of just how it goes. It's kind of just how it goes. I'm going to split guards in the back, and I think we're just going to throw a Tombstone in the middle, let the skeletons just roam and do their thing. I don't know what deck I'm playing against right now. I'm really confused. I'm going to throw Lava Hound in the back, let it just zoom towards the King Tower at 1 mile per hour. Or not at the King Tower, at just the tower, I guess. Mega Minions should clean up that whole push. Obviously, they'll get damage, but they won't get too much damage. Considering the fact that we'll be getting a lot more. We're going to just go Balloon. I know sometimes it's smarter to go Skeleton Drags first, but I think this is the play. We're going to Fireball on the Dark Goblin. He's going to freeze, and it also hits the Tesla, and that's a guaranteed tower right there. We will totally take that all day. The Balloon gets a hit, and it's 100% tower, unless, I guess, he does that. How much does Zap do? 58? Okay. Just so I know for sure. We got a Spectator. Shout out to whoever's spectating right now. We're up on damage because just one push does all that damage right there. We're going to go into Tombstone, send the skeletons to the right side. I don't know if it is the move, but we're just going to hope it is. We're going to throw the guards around the Dark Prince so we can only kill one at a time. Cleaning that up with the +1 trade. And I'm just going to throw Mega Minion in the back. I don't want to overcommit right now. We're up a lot on tower damage. He's going to go in with the Dark Goblin, and he's going to get 0 damage on our tower with that. We are looking really good right now. The Balloon's not going to go for the Tesla at first. If the Tesla can lock on, yeah, I mean, this game's over. We're going to let him go. We're going to totally let him go, and we're going to send it. We're just going to spam whatever we can. He's using Graveyard Freeze, it turns out. Good for him, but we are using a stronger deck. We're using Lava Loon, and it turns out he defended it really well, to be honest. He's actually going to be up on damage after this, but it's alright. We'll go ahead and take out that Dark Goblin with the Fireball. I'm guessing I didn't play that well, but I truly am not 100% sure because I don't use Lava Loon. You know, it's my first time trying it, so we'll see how this goes. He's going to just freeze that. I don't think that was the play whatsoever. We're just going to throw a Lava Hound in the pocket, and a lot of the time I see them throw the Balloon here, so that's what we're going to do. That way the air troops, or whatever kills our air troops, will be going for the Lava Hound. The Balloon is going to get a pretty much guaranteed connection, and almost game, but he does defend it well with the freeze. Defensive freeze, totally underrated. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Totally underrated. Throw Skelly Drags on the Dark Goblin. That's his best air defensive card. So we're just going to go ahead and win the game. I mean, there's nothing else to it, really. That's guaranteed game. We'll take it all day. Lava Loon on top once again. It's just too strong, guys. It's too strong. Balloon is too strong in any deck. Balloon Cycle, Lava Loon, Lumber Loon. I mean, it's too good. Next is going to be what I believe to be the best log bait deck right now, and a lot of pro players believe it to be as well. You have the Princess, obviously, you got the Goblin Barrel, obviously, but now you have the Dark Goblin, which is already in some decks, which got buffed, and the Rascals got buffed. They're both so powerful. You have the Prince. If you don't know why that's log bait, it's because people log the Prince's charge to slow it down. And you got Rocket and Log. You don't have a tower in this one, but you have skeletons. So this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. You don't have a tower, but you can kind of switch the skeletons out with like a spirit or something else if you want to. To be honest, I don't remember if skeletons are in this or not, but I know everything else is. So I just put skeleton. And now hopping into a game with the log bait deck. First thing I want to do is go Goblin Barrel. I'm gonna go with the safe barrel in case they have Tornado. I'm gonna rocket all this. It's a -1 trade, but Royal Hogs are so good. I just need to take care of it. I think that was a Fire Spirit that he played. I really don't like playing against Royal Hogs EQ. I mean, Royal Hogs are so good, and we don't have a tower or a building, so this is gonna be a very hard matchup for us. Not an ideal matchup whatsoever. I assume he's going to have Archer Queen as well. We're just going to throw down the Rascals. I mean, we're going to have to let him get the tower damage. Royal Hogs are so good. They're so good. I hate it. But you got to deal with it. Let's see what he likes to play here. Looks like it's going to be Royal Delivery. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this deck is going to have Archer Queen as well. We're going to go ahead and throw this Goblin Barrel after I can get this tank from the Prince. And ooh, that's not good whatsoever. Yes, so what I've seen normally with this deck is Archer Queen, so I'm expecting Archer Queen, but the Prince does get value for us there, so we'll take it. Rocket the Royal Hog. It's going to be a negative elixir trade, but it's our best option every time, right? He uses EQ again for chip, and I guess we'll take it. We kind of have to, right? I mean, he uses 8 elixir, we use 6. He's kind of wasting elixir there. It does get him chip damage, right? But not too much. Hopefully he uses Logger and our Princess here. He's not going to. He's going to use Archer Queen finally, which we knew he had, but hadn't used it yet. We're going to go ahead and put Prince down. Make sure the Archer Queen ability isn't too useful here. Hopefully the Prince can just kill the Archer Queen, which it does. Okay, now you guys know from watching that, if someone places an Archer Queen there, put a Prince, because holy, the Prince destroyed that. That was insane. Wasn't able to use Rocket there because it was not in cycle, but we're back to another Goblin Barrel, which I know he's going to log, but that means we're just going to have... Oh, he's going to actually Royal Delivery. I forgot he did have that card, but it's still got the damage we needed. He's going to go ahead and use EQ, trying to get that chip damage, but it's not going to be enough. He used Log. We're going to go in with the good old Goblin Barrel, and I'm not sure if Rocket's the play. I know it kills the Archer Queen, right? And we get Tower, but now that the Royal Hogs are definitely going to come in, right? So we're going to have to defend this as well as possible. I'm going to cycle in front of the tower just to make sure the Royal Hogs can't get to the tower. We're going to send the Log. We're going to print, I don't know. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a crazy match. I don't know if the Rocket was worth it. I mean, if we were playing against a better player, you know, maybe he gets... I don't know if that was skill or he just couldn't get him down in time. But we were able to get the win at the end. That's all that matters. But holy, that was close. And lastly, the last but not least deck whatsoever, we've got E-Golem. This deck is way too strong. I don't know how people beat it. I mean, I beat it sometimes, but if I'm playing someone that really knows how to use this deck, I lose every time. This deck is insane. The E-Golem does way too much damage. I'll tell you guys right now. Battle Healer behind it heals it up so much. You have E-Barbs as well. It's just, you'll see. Now, I want you guys to know this is my first time ever playing this deck, so I'm not sure how this will go. What I do know is you don't want to just put the E-Golem down randomly and give them free elixir, right? So he's going to put Witch, I'm going to put E-Dragon. If you really want to learn how to play all of these decks really well, I would recommend going to other channels because I'm not really demonstrating too well. The only deck on this video I really know how to play is the first deck, the Lumberloon Freeze deck, because that is the deck I use. So we're going to go ahead and throw down the Battle Healer in the back so we can build up time to get down an E-Golem maybe, but even if not, it's going to be alright. I think we go with the E-Golem still. Please kill a wizard. Please kill a wizard. Please kill a wizard. It does. Okay, so we're gonna rage this up, I think. I don't know if this is the play. It is 100%. Mega Knight dies. Eagle him on the tower. Inferno Dragon on the tower. Battle Healer heals everything up. We go E-Barbs. We're going all in. We're going Heal Spirit to heal everything up as well. Everything's just gonna get healed right now. Like, look at this. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. He's gonna get a lot of elixir for counter push though, so we gotta be ready for that. All right, we're fine. We're fine. I don't know why I'm saying that in a worried voice. We just took his tower and we've taken like no damage in this game, right? I just get worried using Eagle and that he's gonna have 1,000,000 elixir to beat me with. But it looks like we're gonna be fine, right? Like, look at the battle healer doing work. He's gonna have a witch. I don't know how battle healer does against witch. I guess we'll find out right now. It's gonna go up against the witch right there, but he puts a mini P.E.K.K.A down. I think we're gonna have to rage this if we want to stop this mini P.E.K.K.A. Cheapest way to stop it right there for sure. Eagle or E-Dragon rather is going to definitely kill this witch, so we'll take that all day. And now I think we just go Inferno Dragon in the back. We can play defensive the rest of the game and win. It is kind of boring, so you never know, we might change it up. But I know he does have Goblin Barrel. We're gonna throw Eagle him down. I don't know why. I'm questioning my own process here, right? But sometimes you gotta question yourself to really succeed. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and throw down the battle healer. We're just gonna build up a really big push, and I think it'll win us the game. We're gonna arrows right here. We're gonna E-Drag. We're just gonna throw everything down, and we're gonna send it. Another E-Golem. He isn't ready for it, and that's gonna be game. He's not gonna stop it because no one can stop this deck. It's too good. If you get a big enough push, it's just unstoppable, and that's pretty much what I'm showcasing right here. Even when the E-Golem's getting destroyed by all these troops, it still does all that damage to the tower. We almost get the 3 crown, and that's my first game ever with that deck, and that's how much I dominated. I truly do not understand it fully, but there's another deck to showcase dominance. It's really good, and those are the 5 decks I'm going to be showcasing for you guys in this video. If you want to see other videos like this or any other type of Clash Royale content, let me know down in the comments. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Once again, we just started this channel, and I would really appreciate it if y'all would give me a chance. I'm trying to make better videos every week. I want to get 1 video out a week right now. I've got school, I've got work, I've got this, I've got sports, but we're going to bring this channel up. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.